Now, changing tack entirely, my next guest is Bettina Arndt, who's a metaphor of the often disturbing world in which we live. She has been the victim of an orchestrated campaign against her from the left, even to the point of campaigning to have her Australian honour, her AM, taken away from her. Bettina received an Australia Day honour for services to, quote, gender equity through advocacy for men. She's been attacked simply for asking some important questions about why there isn't what she calls fair treatment for men and boys. In particular, she's talking about the so-called rape crisis on our university campuses, and she wants new mechanisms for investigating and adjudicating sexual assault. She makes the point that our Education Minister, Dan Tehan, has instructed universities to stop usurping criminal courts and adjudicating rape, but it appears that the university regulator, Tertiary Education Quality and Standards Agency, is virtually telling universities to ignore the minister. Well, tomorrow, Bettina receives her Order of Australia medal, her AM, and she's on the line with us. Bettina, congratulations. It's been a tough road, but put simply, what is the issue here?
Well, the critical issue, Alan, is the fact that the universities have been captured. There's a feminist activist who are running our university regulator. I mean, that's the body that is supposed to be telling our universities how to behave, and yet they have a feminist activist as one of the authors of their most recent advice to the university about how to adjudicate rape and sexual assault. And that particular activist was on Twitter the other day boasting that she's written the text instructions to universities. I mean, it's a most extraordinary thing that our regulators taken over.
Yeah, I mean, the point that you're talking about is rape crisis, quote unquote. Now, you have cited, because this lady does a stack of research, you've cited a 2017 survey by the Human Rights Commission called Changing the Course. It was prepared at the request of the country's 39 universities to, quote, gain greater insight into the nature, prevalence and reporting of sexual assault and sexual harassment at Australian universities. Didn't it find that only 1.6% of students were sexually assaulted at a university setting? And that included travelling to and from the university, 1.6%.
1.6% over 2 years. So it's 0.8% over 1 year. And that included a very broad definition of sexual assault, including, you know, being touched by a stranger on the train to unis, that sort of thing. Incidents that many of us would not normally regard as rape. And here was the Human Rights Commission spending $1 million of taxpayers' money to try to prove there was a rape crisis on our campuses. And they failed dismally, which was a great disappointment to the feminists. And what happened then, of course, is they managed to just carry on as if nothing had happened. They started talking about sexual violence, including sexual harassment in the definition of assault and harassment. And most of that harassment was unwanted staring. And this was the big crisis on our universities.
Well, of course, everyone boasts about the fact we're here to have free speech and exchange of ideas. To parents watching you here and to students watching you out there, what does the future hold? What are you saying?
Oh, look, I'm really excited. I mean, the wonderful thing about this pile-on I experienced this year, all orchestrated by these feminist activists, was it attracted a lot of people to my work. And I've had incredibly eminent, you know, lawyers, judges, specialists in how the regulation of our universities coming to me saying, what can we do? And they're all working with me now to ensure that we actually dismantle these kangaroo courts that are operating on our universities.
Good on you.
And they might have won. They might have won one round this year, but they haven't won the war. Believe me.
Good on you. Well, good luck. Look, congratulations on your award. I know you're getting it tomorrow. Have a great day tomorrow. I'll be thinking of you. Keep up the wonderful work and keep up the integrity of your work, Bettina. Lovely to talk to you. Happy Christmas.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you for your support throughout my work in this area.
Not at all. There she is, Bettina Arndt.